What's up, everybody? So, we're still down for maintenance. Just waiting for the game to come back at the moment, which is, always good. Um, let's try reconnecting. What if it magically worked just that first try? That would have been nice. What's up, everybody? Derek, first one in here, followed by Reverse God, Newman, Zerosity, Bushido Brown. What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? I guess we could still get a tweet out, though, saying, Dearest, at Marvel Champions, hey, uh, reconnect. I just wanted to let you know, reconnect, that I am ready to reconnect. Start my stream now. So whenever reconnect, you are finished with maintenance. Connect. Actually, I don't want to word this last part here. Let's just say, is maintenance reconnect over yet? Yes, I am now live. Okay, tweet. It'll be up soon, I'm sure. Bushido Brown sent it over $1 though. Thank you very much, dude. Hold on, I gotta change something real quick. Do that, we do that. Okay. Bushido Brown, appreciate the buck. Reconnect, slap. Thank you very much, dude. Where's your last one at? Your last message is, hey, beautiful. Ooh, oh. Trying to get to my, trying to get into my pants. I see. Well, they're already off. So, Bushido Brown, thank you very much. Shark sending over $2 too, saying, "Let me in, let me in." Shark, I know, dude. That's how I'm feeling too. Shark, thank you very much for the 2. We'll get in there. We'll get in there. I'm sure of it. They know, guys. They know that I need to run my champions. We all need to run our champions. We all need to. It's a good thing that AQ is not on right now. That's nice. That is nice at least. What the fudge is up, Bry Guy? What up, J Divine? Weird how no details released about the boss rush challenge and the rewards, etc. I guess they want it to be a surprise. Yeah, that's. I guess so. I wonder. I wonder if they're like throwing that stuff. I wonder if that's why there's maintenance right now. Is they're adding that stuff to the game? I wonder if that has anything to do with it. Maybe not. I don't know. I have no idea. Honestly, man, I have no idea what companies do, what games, like what takes place during maintenance stuff. I'm gonna ask them that at Comic-Con. Like, dude, what is maintenance all about? Just out of curiosity, I just want to know. But yeah, the boss rush coming soon. Looking forward to it. Brian H sending over $2. Thank you very much, dude. Saying really struggling with next rank 5 Magic Sim Supreme thing, Warlock. Don't have a rank 5 Mystic, but things seem so good. Thoughts? Thing does seem very good. Um, it's you've got amazing champions, and it is no easy decision to make when you've got champions that awesome. But I really do like Thing. I can't help it. Like Thing, he's so powerful. He's underrated in many ways. He's like he's deemed as a powerful champion, and yet I still think he's underrated. That's how good I think Thing is. But Warlock is amazing too. Really wish I had a Warlock. Really wish I went for that guy. I said it before. Happy that I got Mysterio. Happy with Mysterio and all that. But I do wish I had Warlock. I feel like I would have gotten more use out of Warlock probably. Um, and then of course Magic and Supreme, they're all good too. So it's a tough one, man. If you really feel like you need a rank 5 Mystic, then personally, I like Sim Supreme better than Magic, but it's a personal decision. Both of them are really good, and some people will like Magic more than Sim Supreme and all that. If you don't feel like you need a rank 5 Mystic, then I recommend Thing. He's a beautiful guy. Dude, thank you very much for the 2, though. And then welcome Nuggles. That is not a new membership, or not a first-time membership at least. Nuggles, thank you. Thank you for re-bananaing. Fixed it. Oh, there we go. Yeah, 5 months. There we go. Nuggles, thank you very much for the continued support, dude. Appreciate it, man. I'm sold. I'm sold on Thing, and he has your hair, buddy. He does. BG ballpark unit cost to open up suicides, including recovery. If you don't have recovery, including willpower, all of that stuff is like 7,000 units or so, or something like that. Depending on what you already have unlocked, it'll be a little bit less. Should we discuss the maintenance screen background tonight? It is nice. You know, we've got 2 champions on it. I don't really know much about either of those champions, but we do have those 2 champions. Man, even after testing Claire, no, I guess I get Claire. It's Arcus that I don't really know about. Are we there yet? Yeah. Last, please, Banana Boo. All right. Where is this? That is all for now. Wow, that's the last one you have to read. Wow. Really need this maintenance, to be honest. Game has been exceptionally laggy for me. Has it? I haven't noticed anything unusual. I mean, yeah, maintenance. I assume maintenance is for the best, right? It can't be a bad thing, right? I'm sure they're taking care of things that they otherwise normally could not take care of had there not been maintenance. So I'm sure it's a good thing. It's just inconvenient. It's an inconvenient good thing. That's all it is, man. Dark H sent it over 10. Thank you very much, dude. Showing some love from our Loki saying BG after many failed attempts. I think finally found your back door. Aha. You found the back door, eh? Also, can we please have a moment of silence for the best damn alliance leader I've ever had? RIP Voluntaris. Hashtag moo. Wait, what? Did Voluntaris... Did he hang things up? Is that what you're saying? Oh, no. Gloria Man saying it too. Cheers to Voluntaris moving on. No. Before they added Hell Cow? No. Kabam, add Hell Cow fast, dude. That's a bummer. Voluntaris is a good guy. But yeah, understandable. Comes a time. Maybe he'll come back at some point. Maybe when they do add Hell Cow, maybe he'll return or something. But dude, Derek, thank you very much for the 10, dude. Really appreciate it, man. We're still in maintenance here, guys. Each reconnect. It ain't working. Penetrator for hire, so I had to go over $2. Interesting name you have there. Saying Emma Frost, worth 6-star rank 2. Only if you really find a need for Emma. For example, if you take the reverse controls path in Alliance War and you have an Emma and you also have a Mysterio, and combined the synergy allows them to not have to deal with reverse controls. They negate the reverse controls. You just have normal straight up controls. If you're in a situation like that, or maybe some other similar situation where you just really need that Emma at rank 2, where it's your best possible option, then she can be worth it. Otherwise, no. I would not recommend rank 2ing an Emma. If you're trying to force it, if you know, like, she's a great pull, has a 6-star and stuff, but just play her at rank 1. She doesn't need to be rank 2. Other champions are going to be cheaper. 5-star champions will be cheap. Oh! Are we in? We're in. Game's up, everybody. Game's up. But yeah, other champions, you're just likely going to get more bang for your buck, for your catalyst buck, ranking up other champions. It's not that she's bad, it's just that I do not recommend rank 2ing any 6-star, really, unless they are just game-breakingly powerful, which Emma, she's a balanced champion. She's strong, but she's balanced, so she's not going to be breaking the game for you. And or if you just have like a specific need. There's always needs. There's always specific things that can justify pretty much any rank up, but don't stretch it. Thank you very much for the 2. B. Daniels sent it over Buck as well, saying, last please, really don't want to retype. What is your last? Rank 4 Ghost today, making Variant 3 so easy. Now having 5-star and 6-star rank 4 equivalent with rank 4 Unduped Sentinel. Finished 2 paths, and I was kind of struggling with 3.2.1 power gain path and Venom path itemless. Nice, dude. That's awesome, man. B. Daniels. Get it, dude. Crushing variants. I like it. I like to hear it. Alright. I guess, you know, I don't need to rush to the arena because I am no longer grinding for Thing. Just kidding. I am grinding for Thing still. I need to get to the arena. I just wanted to trick people for even that split second. Emilio, Esquivel, I hope I'm saying your last name correctly. Send it over to saying, hey BG, should I take up Magic or Omega Red to rank 3? They are very different champions. It depends on what your needs are. If you run Suicides, I would highly recommend going with Omega Red. He's just all around such a monster of a champion. But that's if you run Suicides. If you do not run Suicides, he's still a good champion, but it complicates the decisions because both Magic and Omega Red are good in that case. I would say Omega Red really needs to be Awakened too. Awakened and pretty decently high Sig level in order to really feel the power of Omega Red. But yeah, like I said, they're 2 very different champions, and it does depend on what your needs are. If you need that power control, well, Magic offers better power control than Omega Red. If you need the immunities and some of the other things that Omega Red offers, then of course you gotta go with Omega Red. It's all about making that decision based on what you need. But they are both good. Yeah, and like I said, if you do run Suicides, or if you're wanting to get into running Suicides, then I would recommend going with Omega Red. But rank 3, 2 different class types, you can get them both up. Like the resource that's likely holding you back from making you know, the rank ups is probably the tier 4 class catalyst, right? So you can get them both up. But thank you very much for the 2. I hope that helps. You took my thing to 565 today, unduped, hoping for a science gem from the calendar. With him at rank 5, my profile officially has no rank 4s, and it feels awesome. Jay, that is awesome, dude. Nice. BG, what's all the hype about thing? Because I have 4-star of him, and his damage isn't that good. Gotta look beyond the damage sometimes. Damage is not everything in this game. Wait, WTF still won't let me in? Oh, are some people still not able to get in? Is it Android versus iOS thing? I don't know. Maybe they're just rolling things out. Maybe I mean, if you're not in yet, I would assume maybe like another 5 minutes or something like that. It's got to be up for everybody. I don't know. Boop, hate getting sick. Star, no! No sickness. By the way, so my 5-stars, they're still on cooldown. They're not going to be up until basically the end of my stream here. Just because of the time that I was running them earlier today, of course, you know. Only so much I could run these guys. And I did miss a couple of rounds of my 4-stars, so my score is... Oh my god, wait, what am I doing with these guys? I gotta run my 6s. Forget hitting this refresh button, dude. We gotta run the 6s. Damn, that's right. If it wasn't for maintenance, I would have had these guys in the arena on cooldown already. But, okay, so I did miss a couple rounds of my 4-stars. It's, you know, not a big deal, really. I'm about 1,000,000 points behind where I would like to be right now. But other than that, pretty good. So... I haven't really decided what I want to do. If I just want to do it unitless, which I'm probably gonna do. Probably just gonna go unitless. And if I don't get the champion, it's all right. I have an awakening gem as backup. But it would be nice to dupe the champion naturally. If I really struggle tomorrow, or if I'm just, I don't know, thinking the cutoff will go higher, maybe I'll throw a little bit of units in there. But I would like to do it without units, if at all possible. Angelo sent it over 10. Thank you very much. Saying, I've decided that if I pull a skill rank 5, rank up from variant 3, I will use it on my Sig 100 Punisher. Yes, I have pulled him 6 times now, and is currently rank 4. Wow, dude. Holy crap. You pulled Punisher that many times? Holy crap, dude. That's pretty nuts, man. That guy is so rare. That'd be pretty cool, actually, have him that high Sig level at rank 5. He'd probably give people some trouble on the right node in Alliance War. It'd be nice to have that. Cutoffs, got it. Thank you very much, Roboto, for the reminder. I'm sure other people were saying it to you. But dude, Angela, thank you very much for the 10, man. I don't know whether to say good luck and say I hope you get a skill one, because you know, see another rank 5 Punisher out in the wild there, or if I should say good luck in not getting skill, so you can rank up a different champ. BG, favorite trophy champ? Favorite trophy champ? Well, I don't have Kang. Otherwise, I might have said Kang. He has, like, stunts and stuff, which seem pretty cool. I like his L2 animation, too. So, okay, let's go over some of the trophy champs. We'll just kind of run through all of them real quick. So... There's Kang and Thanos, right? I just talked about Kang. Thanos, meh. Pretty meh. Like, he's cool because I feel like less people have him than Kang. But otherwise, meh. Nothing really too interesting with that guy. There's Gold Pool, which he's pretty cool. He has, like, guaranteed stuns in the L1. He's got some synergies that actually matter, which is cool. especially with Nick Fury. Even relevant prestige-wise, and it's kind of cool because of those reasons. There's Immortal Iron Fist, which is probably like the fastest to play in the arena. So there's that. As far as like the other trophy champs, the ones that are just like not available as 5 stars, but you can get them, like Thor, sometimes consider that trophy champ, or Doctor Strange, stuff like that. I don't know if I want to include those, so I'll say Gold Pool is probably my favorite. But if I had a Kang, maybe it'd be Kang. BG, your hair looks great tonight. Also, nice to see that I'm not too far behind you in arena. It looks like I'm keeping a good pace. Royal, sup, dude? Let's both get this. Thank you very much for the compliment. No, BG, you going for any champion in this arena? I am. Yep, I'm going for Thing. So I just pulled Thing out of my last opening, and I have an Awakening Gem. I actually have 100 Science 6 stones too, because I've just been waiting for this moment. And I have 100 unopened 6-stone crystals, because I didn't want to put any of the Science stones in the overflow. So very soon here, I'm going to be cracking those crystals, and hopefully I pull all Science, so I can just take this guy up to 6,200. It's not going to happen, but hopefully I get a lot of Science out of there. Hopefully I can get Thing in this arena to give him those 20 Sig levels naturally, and don't have to use the Awakening Gem. Can save that for one of the other Fantastic Four members, probably. I have an Invisible Woman unawakened, and we know Mr. Invisible Man. I think that's the official name for him in the comics, right? He's coming at some point, right? And he's going to be Science, so save for that. To be honest, I want the Sig levels more, though. I actually want the Sig levels more. The Awakening, like saving the Awakening Gem would be great too, but it's really about the Sig levels. You're not going for OG Thor? I wish. It'd be nice to grab him, since in the long term it's going to be much more difficult to pull that guy. But yeah. Maybe I wish I had those 6 for him. Hope there's a few in Boss Rush tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah. It's really nice having Thing at a high Sig level, like all the way Sig 200. It is extremely nice. Yeah. Hopefully there's more Sigs available there. There's also I'm gonna have to pop open these other crystals, and maybe I can get lucky and grab Thing out of there too, and just increase the Sig that way. Because alright, so I was doing, before the first round, I was kind of doing some math on what level I can get Thing up to. If I did both rounds, he would be kind of close to. Just getting away from me. We'll be kind of close to Sig 200, but without doing both rounds, still kind of far off. So if I have, I'm actually pretty close to 120 of the 6-stone crystals. So just for simplicity's sake, 120 divided by 6 would be 20 Sig levels. So let's say I can get 20 of the Science stones. 20 Science stones plus the 20 that I would naturally get out of this arena if I get them, plus the 100 that I have in my inventory. So those alone, that'd put them up to 140. Then I can't remember if I'm holding on to some generic ones or not. I'll check after this arena. I might be holding on to a few, but I'm not sure. And then the calendar, and then hopefully the boss rush. Hopefully I can get this guy pretty high. Would have been really nice if I could have gone both rounds. I should have. I wanted to. But it was also important that I didn't because of other things. Yeah, alright, so I have 5. Wait. I have 7. Okay. So not many, but hey, it's something. It's something. It's still here. Yeah, I'm not sure what the deal is with that. Sometimes this happens when games are taken down. They come up in like waves depending on the server you connect to or something. I don't know. I'm not really smart enough to know exactly what goes on, why some people can connect and some people cannot. It's a bummer. Hopefully everybody gets in very soon. Tactically, when should summoners consider taking 6 stars to rank 2, and when should they stop putting resources like tier 4 class cows, tier 4B into 4 stars, and tier 5 basic into 5s? There's no real easy answer to this. It's one of those huge it depends types of situations. It really depends on what your goals are in this game, and the champions that you have, your 6 stars compared to your 5s, your 5 stars compared to your 4s. You always want to rank up the best champion that you have available, but you also have to consider, more so with the 6 stars, that it's significantly more expensive to rank those up. The 5 stars, it's a little bit different because the 5 stars actually cost fewer tier 4 basics. They cost more tier 1 alphas, but tier 1 alphas, they're usually not the what's it called? They're usually not the bottleneck. People usually have tier 1 alphas. It's usually not an issue. When it comes to like the 5-star versus 6 stars, tier 5 basic is a big issue, especially the way that Kabam has the game set up, where they made a post a while back too. They made a post a long time ago before, I don't know how long it was ago, but not many people had any 6 stars ranked up. I think very few people had a 6-star ranked up. But the post said something along the lines of, "Hey, we're changing the way the game is gonna, we're changing the way the game is gonna be going forward, where they're gonna demand like more diversity from our rosters, essentially." And they weren't kidding. They added a bunch of nodes that are a little bit more specifically geared towards having the appropriate immunity, having the appropriate damage type, in order to deal any damage to the node at all, really, right? 90% damage reduction in some cases. So it just pays to have a more diverse, ranked up roster. And 6 stars don't really allow for that, or they, not as much. And of course, there are people out there that have so many tier 5 basics that it's totally fine for them to be ranking them 6 stars. They can do whatever they want, you pick up enough offers or place high enough in Alliance Quest, Alliance War, that kind of, you have the luxury of doing a lot more. Where is that post? Oh, this was a while ago. I could try to find it real quick. This is my last team of 6 stars, so they are officially on cooldown here. I think it was with the announcement of 6.1, I want to say, maybe. Maybe it was announcement before we saw map 7. It was a while ago. I'm doing a quick scan, but yeah, I can't really find it. I'll check back one more here. I don't remember exactly what the name of the post was too, so that's part of the problem. Oh, wait. Dev diary, add a difficulty. This might be it. November 2018. The introduction of map 7. We know many of you have speculated. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. The map 7, our focus is all on your roster. We want to create a rotating challenge that truly feels unique every week. It's tailored. Well, hold on. Is this just about map 7? This might not be it. Okay, wait. This might be it. Act 6 to release in 2019. Like the jump between Act 4 and 5, there'll be a noticeable jump up in challenge from Act 5 to 6. When we first introduced Act 5, we chose to use local and global buffs to... Or, wait, that changed both the champions that you choose for your team as well as how you had to play those individual fights. It was like Buffet pushed you to consider bringing champions that didn't rely on buffs or use dexterity sparingly, and Masochism dissuaded the use of parry and debuff reliant champions. We'll continue to encourage some different thinking and planning with Act 6, so get ready. Could have sworn there was more details. I'm only skimming through some of this post, so I might be missing, but they did mention that it was going to be... I don't know. Wait, maybe it was in the post before this. Because there's two that I guess were... Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, there's two big posts. I was looking at the second one. The goal we are trying to achieve by creating new high devo content is to add more value to their investment in game and to challenge our summoners in new, unique, and interesting ways. Yeah, I don't know. It's all in that post basically. I could link it, but it's an old one. Maybe they didn't go as into exact detail about like, hey, you better be ranking up diverse rosters or something like that. But they kind of do imply that. Anywho, let's get back to the grind. ABG Silcox, what's up, dude? Deal with the cluster F in war last night / this morning. It was great. Not. Roboto, bummer, dude. Yeah. War can be... Whew, this last war was good for us. So it's nice to think about war when it's good, but yeah, war can be a real pain sometimes. What's up, Doc McKnife? BG, you should rank 2 your 6-star Juggernaut to make your roster. You're right, I should rank 2 my 6-star Jugs. I should absolutely do that. It's a good call. Is level up event on right now, because I need to make that rank up immediately. ABG, what should be the minimum requirements to do a 4 or 5-star feature grind? PS, your head looks great today. New shampoo. Thanks. Yeah, I'm actually using a pineapple scented turtle wax. It's new. Look out for it in your local store soon. And if you want to shop online, use the offer code BANANA in the link below. Actually, I do need to check what is on right now for the solo events though. Usually you got a favorite Special 3 animation, ignoring if it does good damage or is useful or whatever. I've got a bunch that I like. It's hard to pick one. Heimdall is the first one that came to mind just now. Because I like his. He, like, disintegrates you. It's pretty sweet. And sparkly and rainbowy. I like it. I also like Maw because his is particularly creepy. Which is also nice. Made it sound like something I missed more than one of them type of deal. Do carry on with grind. Okay. With this in mind, when making our new quest content, especially for you advanced summoners, we try to encourage using other champions, not always the A team. This can mean using unique local node types that require you to keep up your combo count, testing pairing skills, nodes that benefit a certain type of champion. Yeah, it seems like Code's finding some good bits out of it. How is your new Corvus? Using an AQ or AW? Do you find him expensive to heal up? I have not used him outside of the arena yet. He's gonna get ranked up, but there's other champions that have higher priority than Corvus. Thing being one of those. I was sitting in a node waiting to get cleared for the last 12 hours. Got cleared at 2 a.m. and someone took my path. And I was the one who was holding things up. Damn, Roboto. Yeah, dude, that's what I hate about war, man. One of the things I hate about war, I should say. One of the things I hate about war. I really think that people wouldn't have to be held up as much if they just allowed for the boost to last the entire duration of war. Because I think that's I still think that's the biggest #1 problem about Alliance War. Is, yeah, it doesn't really make sense to play the game unless you have 5 energy or enough energy to clear your path, which is usually like 4 or 5 energy. And just that delay, like sometimes you don't even want to just clear your path. Sometimes you want to clear your path, take that over to the minis and stuff like that. So you're really waiting, just waiting for everyone else, and the waiting game, it just sucks. All right, let me see. What do we got here? Oh, it's still event quest completion. Okay, bummer. I haven't really been doing the Paradox Champion use thing. It was nice when there was only like 2 energy to get to them, but I don't know, anything more than 2 energy, and I just don't even feel like it's worth it. Maybe it's still worth it, but not while I'm also grinding for a feature champion. So. Raw combat skills will undoubtedly be tested. Will also be leaning on your knowledge of champion abilities, immunities, resistances, and counters. Those who rely on only a few champions will find the need to diversify. There we go. Even outside of the champion requirements in place. There we go. Okay. Those were some of the lines that I was looking for. Yeah, so was that all out of that same post? Because, yeah, I mean, they told us what the deal was. This is almost a year ago now. But some people still choose to... And, hey, man, you know, I should also say, hey, you know, everyone's catalysts are their own. They can make whatever rank-up decisions they want. You know, I only offer advice. But they told us exactly what the deal was almost a year ago now. And I really feel like people who maybe invested prematurely into their 6 stars based on them just being known as gods in this game, destroyers, you know, might be having a bit more difficult time. It's hard to say. Maybe they're not. Maybe they're doing just fine. And like I said, there are some people that, I mean, their rosters, or not the roster, they get so many rank up resources anyway that they can do whatever they want. They can get the best of both worlds. They can rank up a couple 6 stars and they can still have diverse rosters and stuff. But when talking generally about most people in this game, ranking up a 6 star is, I feel like it's just not something I could really advise in most cases. Yeah, the increased shared fights make the boost timing even worse for this new map. Yeah, it's pretty rough. I like the new map overall better than the previous one, but I have been finding the boost situation to be a little bit worse. And I didn't know if it was just my particular paths that, like, on the old map, I only had to, you know, I only had to boost twice, like, guaranteed every single time. Only had to boost twice. Now it's like, man, some wars I only have to boost twice. Some wars I have to boost 3 times. And if I'm boosting 3 times, then, you know, like, the quality of those boosts kind of have to go down. Have to be a little bit more careful with where I'm using the bigger ones and stuff. It's annoying. Hello and also good night, Dap. What's up, dude? Hello and good night to you. Duels are the way to go. I almost ran out of duel credits for like the first time ever the other day. Abdo, dude, so I did a bunch of duels against the champion. I used a bunch of my duel credits versus the champion. Otherwise, I probably would have been doing duels, but I already burned those things to actually just get practice. So screw it. Who cares? I mean, the rewards are nice, but I'll be fine without them. I'm also grinding for 4-star Nick Fury because I don't have 4-star Nick Fury yet, and it'd be nice to pick him up too. So far, I have all of the 4 stars. I have all of the 4 stars except for like the newest ones that haven't hit the basic yet, and I want to keep that going. The 4 stars, they're like the best for making content too. That's like one of the biggest reasons, honestly. Like, collection purpose-wise, I want to collect everything just because. Because that's the, you know, I feel like a lot of us are that same way, right? It's just like, you know, got to catch them all mentality. But when it comes to, like, making videos and everything, it's just a lot easier to max out a 4-star champion and understand their abilities that way and make a little guide out of it that way versus, like, a 5-star. You can't always get them awakened. And I can awaken my 5-star, but it's just easier to, like, compare 4-stars too, you know? So it's not just about that individual 4-star, it's about the 4-star compared to other 4-stars and everything. So for that purpose, I'm going for him. Even if it wasn't for video purpose, I probably would have went for him, but yeah. Right now, don't worry about going for those Unified Grandmasters. You only get 3 stars from them. Having said that, Grandmaster Crystals should be left permanently as milestones. In some way, I agree. But, yeah, I mean, those crystals, they seem pretty good. It was a 5% chance for a 5-star. I want to get as many of those shards as possible. Ranked up by 6-star Corvus and my 6-star Domino, but I'm crazy. Still don't feel any regrets, though. Yeah, I mean, those are so strong. I'm sure you're doing all right. Is the Arcus featured? Not yet. Arcus is coming up next round. BG, you still have Summoner Sigil? No, I don't have Summoner Sigil, but if you're saying that based off the, what's it called? The solo event, that solo event's there. You just can't claim any of the rewards. If you don't have the Sigil, it's there to remind you, hey, get the Sigil and you can get all these sweet rewards. BG tweet, back to variant 3, so look, damn it, why aren't you looking at... Alright, man, alright, what is this? What do we got on Twitter? Helps for Paradox event. Wait, I think I saw this. Was this posted on Reddit? Is this a star-made sheet, or is this someone else made? Yeah, it's nice, though. It is a good resource for sure. This guy's not throwing a special. It's fine. Wait, B. Daniels. Damn, got me for $1 again. I was already reading your last one. Well, thank you very much for the buck, dude. I timed it perfectly. I was like, if I wait long enough, I know. But no, I'm just kidding. I would never do that. But thank you very much, dude. Hi, BG. Could you see a change towards more selectors in the game instead of crystals because of the increasingly massive champion pool? It would be nice to be able to buy selectors with dungeon artifacts. Kangajang, I was thinking that we might see that a little bit more. I do think it's a special thing this time around. But I do think we'll see it a little bit more going forward. Yeah. I think this was one of those special things for the 80th anniversary that also might be a little bit of a test run of like, how are people going to react to this? If they think it's a positive change, maybe we'll do it a little bit more often. But I don't think they're going to do it like every round or anything like that. It's funny, man. Like it is nice. It is nice getting to pick like 6 different champions, but in the arena it kind of messes things up, to be honest. Or it can mess things up, I should say. It doesn't always, but it can. For example, if somebody just wanted Dormammu, somebody really wanted Dormammu out of the arena, well, they could go for him now, but when he's paired up with Thor and Thing and some of these other guys, he's gonna go for a lot higher than just a standard Dormammu arena would. So in some ways it can be seen as a negative. Sentinel is somebody else that I wanted out of this selector thing, and Sentinel, I feel like he would have went decently high, especially with him being so good in Variant 3. But he's been in the game for a while. A lot of people have him. Not as many people would be chasing after him, especially because, Sentinel is not the only good champion for Variant 3. Other people were able to get through using a variety of options. Ghost, Stark Spidey, all that. So Sentinel, I feel like if it was just him in the arena, I probably could have walked away with a double sentinel for, you know, somewhere between 35 and 40 mil each round, which would have been pretty easy to do with my roster at least. So yeah, sometimes good, sometimes bad. I no plans to rank to a 6-time anytime soon, and then I went and got supremely lucky and duped my 6-star Ghost. She went to rank 2 after that. Nice. Yeah, Ghost, I mean, she you know, if I got a Ghost, I would take her to rank 2 as well. There's certain champions that break traditional advice when it comes to this game. And yeah, I would take my Ghost. I would take a Ghost to rank 2. I would do that mostly for Legends on purpose, though, to be honest. Like, of course, she can be used everywhere in the game, but I would do it more so for Legends run purposes. If I felt like I could get Legends easier with other champions, then I would rank those champions up instead, and I'd probably wouldn't even do it. I'd probably just keep ranking up 5s. But man, an Awakened rank 2 Ghost, it's gotta be nice. I suppose somewhere saying some type of selector was data mined for the boss rush tomorrow. Really interesting. Okay. I reset my iPad to factory, so the only thing on there is line MCOC running pretty smooth. Nice, Cody. Yeah. I mean, that's how my phone is, man. I don't even have line, well, like on, you know, my streaming phone, I should say. I only have the game. It's funny, man. I go into like the App Store, and actually, I guess I don't only have the game. I must have downloaded Chrome at some point. So the only 2 apps to update are the game and Chrome, and that's it. I saw you in real life. You are tall. I think you may be talking to someone else, because I'm not so tall. I'm pretty average in height, 5'9". Thought about going again for Scent Hole, but I wasn't sure if I was going to work tonight or not, and got off to a bad start yesterday. Nice just to get milestones instead. Yeah. You'll get Sentinel out of Crystal soon, Abdo. It's just good that you got that Thor. Leave the top 150 to the rest of us, man. Don't do it. Don't do the double rounds. Oh gee, if I could select a 5-star Quake, I'd be so happy. Yeah, I was thinking for more events like Boss Rush than Arena. That'd be awesome. Is it gonna be the 5-star or the 4-star though? Don't we normally get 4 stars out of? Well, I mean, I guess this is only the second time we've ever had a Boss Rush community-based one. And over time, yeah, things escalate. So maybe it's 5-star related, but I was thinking could be 4 stars. Enzo, what's up, dude? We're on a BG. Any idea when Colossus buff is live? He may be my next rank 5. Ooh. I don't know. I'm sure someone in here knows. Is it gonna be the next update, guys? Word is it's a 5-star? Okay. Okay. Do they announce rewards? No, not officially. We're talking data mine stuff. BG, do you have max recoil? No, I only have 1 point in recoil. Maxing recoil generally is not worth it. OG, thanks for the encouragement there, buddy. I know, Abdo, I know. As I was saying, I was like, man, this is really... what am I even saying? I kind of just went with it after I started going down that path, but it was not... yeah. I don't know, dude. I don't know. My brain, it's stuck in grind mode, man. I just been sitting here grinding. Not thinking clearly. Unduped Corvus to 565 or no? Yeah. Corvus does not need to be awakened. If you run suicides, I would say definitely. If you don't run suicides, I don't know. Some people say some people say that they like Corvus anyway, even without suicides, but some people say they don't even want to play the champion unless they're running suicides. So you have to feel him out if you don't run them. But if you do run suicides, he doesn't really need to be awakened. His awakened ability is great, but you can play him just fine without it. How long will the stream go on? Another hour, a little over an hour. Streams usually go for about 2. That reminds me, I did a community vote on who's ranking Old Man Logan and who's ranking up Colossus. 500 votes, and Old Man Logan won by 76%. Really? Interesting. Very interesting. I was thinking that Colossus was going to be the better of the 2 rank ups. I got to play them more, though. I really only had about 30 minutes to play with both. I did feel like Colossus was going to be the champion that people found to be more useful, even though Old Man Logan had the faster damage output and all that, but I guess we'll see. We shall see. It's okay, I'm sure there'll be more top 150 finishes in my future, with or without your support. Abdo, I fully support your future top 150 endeavors, man. Our Alliance defense boss is 565 MODOK, and the 6 defenders are Thing, Domino, Korg, Iron Man, Infinity, Corvus, and Spidey Classic, all 565. There's no Alliance War going on right now. Are you talking about a previous Alliance War? Sounds like could be tough to get through that, though. If you only have enough units to max Liquid Courage Double Edge, should you, or wait till you can do both? It's fine to do one at a time, as long as you make sure you can max out one at a time. You know, so it mostly because of recoil, honestly. Recoil is so harmful that, like, until you get enough plus attack from the other suicide masteries, you know, it'd be not worth it. So if you have enough resources to fully max out Liquid Courage or fully max out Double Edge, then yeah, it's still worth it. Or even if you're just like a hardcore arena grinder and that's the only thing that matters is like getting through the arena faster, in that case, I wouldn't even hold back. I would just, like, you know, pick him up as you can go. Even if you can only put 1 point in Liquid Courage, I would do it. Just to go slightly faster. But again, that's only if you're hardcore arena grinder. The average player, as long as you can max out either or, it's fine. And whatever you do, do not divide your points between the 2 of them. It sounds like you already knew that, but just kind of throwing that out there for anyone who might be in a similar situation. You do not want to go like 1 point Liquid Courage, 1 point Double Edge, then a 2nd point. Like, just go all in on one of them until it's maxed, and then, you know, get the other one unlocked after that. BG, are you aware of the Parry points bug? You can invest those 2 points elsewhere. I have them calculate as I run suicides all the time. What bug are you talking about? Because I am not aware. I have tested Parry in the past, but this is a pretty long time ago that I tested it to see like the damage reduction, and the damage reduction was definitely higher with more points into Parry. There was no doubt about it. But if there's a new bug that I'm not aware of, well, that changes things, of course. But yeah. Only 8K left for 100K subs. Let's go. Ooh. Yeah, only 8K away. I guess I should upload some content, huh? Maybe try to get some more subscribers. Thanks for the advice, BG. I was gonna do divided points, but now I'll just focus on maxing out Liquid Courage. Okay, yeah, that's definitely the way to go. Definitely the way to go. Because if you max out, like, there's tons of poison immune champions. You know, if you just max out one of them, you'll be fine anytime you use a poison immune. You're not going to take any of that damage. Or even if you're not poison immune, just not suffering that bleed at the start, the poison kind of balances out with like maxed out willpower. So yeah, it's just nice to have one or the other. And anytime there's like a heal block node, you especially notice having like only the one. where you can, like, you know, fill in with an immunity. Parry now doesn't give more stun time, so 1 point. Oh, it's the stun time. Interesting. So point 1 and 3 give the same time. Ah, okay. Does that include testing with perfect block? Because the stun time, it's only increased with perfect block as far as I'm aware. Was that what was actually tested? If context made by basic attack, inflict a stun debuff for 2.2 seconds. Stun duration increases with perfect block chance. As far as I'm aware, it's always been based on your perfect block chance. But I don't know. Either way, I don't put more points in parry for the stun duration. I put more points in parry for the damage reduction. The stun duration is rarely a factor for me. Like, it's nice when you have a champion that has high perfect block and you can 7-hit combo instead of 5-hit combo or something like that, but it's all about the damage reduction mostly. Let's pass that out of time for me. Have fun to keep grinding. Stop delaying BG from playing with this thing. Alright, Ilak. Have a good one, dude. Been saying for a while, officers should be able to place members in each battle group and lock them in for AQ and war, so players don't just log on and jump into the wrong BG without checking line chat. Maybe it'd be good. You do run the risk of sometimes you don't really want people to be locked in, but I guess if it was an optional thing, then it'd be fine. As long as you could turn that on and off, would be nice. They removed up to preceding 2.0 seconds. The way it reads now isn't how it's functioned. Did it used to say up to? I always just assumed it said up to. Maybe it actually did say up to. Maybe that's why I assumed it was up to. BG, have you ranked Corvus yet? I have not. No, So I'm ranking Thing next. Thing is my next priority in terms of rank 5. Corvus will get ranked up as well, but as good as Corvus is, I just have other needs that must be attended to first. I mean, the real reason why I'm not just ranking up both of them right away is because I need to save resources for the day that I hopefully pull Ghost. She's just so much more important than any champion in the game when it comes to legend runs. Yeah, if I pull her, I need to be able to rank her up, whether it's a 5-star or a 6-star. Take her up to rank 5 or take her up to rank 6. It's just too important. ABG getting in kind of a rut in 6.2 on the Mordo chapter. Any suggestions or tips? This is just for completion, not exploration. That quest is tough. As far as like general advice tips, I don't know which champions you're playing with. There are sneaky little things you can do to handle the global a little bit easier. But it's really based off of the champions that you have. So Hyperion, for example, you know, the first time I started playing with Hyperion in that quest, I had a real tough time and thought a Hyperion was garbage for that quest. I thought it was terrible. After a little bit more time, I realized that Hyperion's actually quite good for that quest. You just have to set things up correctly. So with that quest, as you know, but I'll say it for everyone else who doesn't, who maybe is not there yet, that's the quest where every 5 hits in your combo meter you gain a charge, and the way to get rid of those charges is to land a heavy attack or intercept. And the way you can set it up with someone like Hyperion is to get to a 1 or a 6-hit combo, or really anything outside of a 5, or, you know, like a multiple of 5, anything outside of a multiple of 5 combo. That way, whenever you do land a heavy attack, at some point during your heavy, you'll gain a charge, and you'll also immediately expel that charge. So you can do things like that with pretty much any champion that has a multiple hit heavy, and maybe that will help you in some way. There are a lot of champions these days that have like 2 or 3 hit heavies, and just having that set up and having that mentality of really paying attention to that can be pretty helpful. I don't know exactly what you're having trouble with though, if it's the Mordo boss or if it's not champion related. It might just be some of the other nodes. That quest is probably the toughest quest in the entire game. In my opinion, I think it's the toughest in the entire game. Like the champion fight himself in the quest following that is the only thing that I would even put on like the same level of difficulty, and with the 5th quest, it's like the entire quest, not just that one fight. So yeah. Good luck. If you have any other questions, it's always hard to just toss out like some general advice like that, because I'm not sure what's going to be helpful and what's not. But yeah, if you have any other questions, I'll try my best. But I think that quest really is just, it's one of those things where it's just kind of bumping things up to another level, and might just take you know, some practice, some time to really wrap your head around playing around that global and dealing with some of the other nodes in there. I'm getting a 6-star crystal soon. Can you wish me good luck? Sure, absolutely. Wish you the best of luck. I hope you pull somebody that is amazing. Good luck to you. BG agreed 6.2.5 is pretty bad. I would honestly rather 100% 6.2.6 3 more times. Holy crap, Cody. That's really saying something. Yeah. It's you know, I do enjoy the 5th quest. But it is extremely difficult. It's not just the global. There are other things besides the global that make that quest difficult. But I will say the global, just the global itself is probably the most difficult global I've ever had to play around. Yeah, there's no probably about it. It's by far the most difficult global to play around. If enemies didn't have things like stun immunity, you know, if they just made all the individual nodes some stupid, simple, easy nodes, then it wouldn't be a problem. But even just putting them with some relatively basic nodes, like Limber, having to deal with Limber and that global combined, like, it's really, really, really tough. There's some tricks that can help get through that quest as well. Namor, since he doesn't take, if you have him like max sigged, he doesn't take any damage. And I've used Namor for certain fights in there where, as long as you keep hitting them as the charges are expiring on yourself, you're able to get through without taking any damage. But it's a little bit tricky. Ghost, if you time your attacks just right after phasing and them dashing at you, that will expel the charges. That counts as an intercept. So Ghost is probably the best when it comes to dealing with that. Yeah, there's a few decent options. I found Omega Red to be really good too, just because you're not really building up a lot of hits and relying mostly on playing slow, and you're kind of naturally weaving in heavy attacks for his playstyle either way. So he was really useful. I say was as if I'm totally done with the quest, but I still have 3 paths in there myself. So what are you hoping for in Doctor Doom? Nothing really. I haven't really thought about, because I don't really know anything about Doctor Doom. I just hope that he's good. I hope he's really good. I hope he's satisfying. I just hope that he lives up to the hype. You know, a lot of people have been asking for Doctor Doom forever now, and I don't really know anything about Doctor Doom. And if he sucked, it wouldn't even bother me. But I know it'd bother other people, and I want to see everyone be happy. So that's really all I'm hoping for, is that he can make people happy. BGU live streaming the boss rush tomorrow. I hadn't really planned on it. To be honest, I forgot the boss rush was tomorrow. I was planning on doing a day stream, just arena grinding day stream, either today or tomorrow, and I decided to go with tomorrow. And had I remembered that, oh yeah, duh, the boss rush is tomorrow, I would have just done a day stream today instead. Because it's gonna feel kind of weird. Everyone else who's streaming tomorrow is like, yeah, let's do the boss rush, and I'm like, let's grind arena. It's gonna be disappointing. People are gonna be like, dude, why aren't you doing the boss rush? I don't know what to do now. I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe I will just stream the boss rush. Maybe I'll just stream when my champions are on cooldown, get in there, do the boss rush real quick. It's only 6 fights, right? That's probably what I'll do. I guess that's what I'll do. Why not do both? I suppose I could, but I don't know. Don't think there's any way Doom can live up to the hype. That's probably true. I mean, look at Human Torch. Human Torch had a crazy high level of hype too, and Torch, I really feel like is a good champion, a strong champion, but there was no way for him to live up to that hype unless he was like the champion, unless everyone was just using Torch everywhere. There was no way for him to live up to that hype. 6 fights, ain't much to stream. It would be almost like a crystal opening. It'll be pretty quick, but I'm you know. So, like, the boss rush event that the last community boss rush event that I was part of, I thought it was super cool, man, and I was excited to see, like, what abilities other people picked, and just kind of, you know, just have fun going through that. It's a little bit more interesting than just someone from Kabam doing it. I don't know, I mean, you know, fights-wise, it'll probably be pretty similar. And maybe the guys, since they have more experience at Kabam, maybe their fights would be more interesting even. I don't know. But it's more interesting just because it's people in the community that actually got to design these things. So let's get to play around with that a little bit more. Kind of fun. Can Silver Surfer live up to the hype of that video they released at the end of last year? No. Hell no. Silver Surfer, there's no way he can live up to the hype either, man. Dude, that video was so good. So you watched that video? I'm never sure like what you see and like what you know about when it comes to MCOC, but dude, that video was sick. That video was so damn good. 3-star challenge? I did do a 3-star challenge last year, yeah. I don't think I'll be doing that this time around. I will probably just be going through it. Maybe I'll pick some fun champs to use. I don't know. But I'll probably just go through and then get back to the grind, to be honest. I really... Like, it's a pretty big deal to... I kind of downplayed it last round when I said I wasn't going for Thing, because I was just like, who cares? I'm not getting him. He'll get awakened one way or another, you know. But it is a big deal, getting this guy versus not getting it. It will do a lot for the account. That video is so good. I still watch it on stream these days, dude. Oh man, like I'm getting the itch to watch it right now. But last time I watched one of those videos from Kabam, I got hit with a freaking copyright claim or whatever. Not like from Kabam, but I don't know. I guess there was some music that they used that matched something in YouTube, and I just can't even take that risk. I don't want them to shut me down for 9 months. Something so crazy, ridiculous, freaking YouTube, man. To play a couple minutes. It would get me over to Twitch. It would get me back over to Twitch, but still. On Sunday, do a 3-star or a 4-star challenge on it. I could do that, yeah. Possibly do that. Dreading having to hear all the people who rushed to finish it within 2 hours of release yelling cash grab. Oh, God, yeah. Dale, that is gonna happen again, man, isn't it? It always it never fails, dude. It never fails. People rush to finish it. They don't even understand the encounters. Can't figure out the counters and stuff like that. They're just trying to use their champions and failing. And I can't believe the members of the community would do this to us. I can't believe they would design fights that were actually took a second to think, and they cost me a couple of potions or revives and stuff. Can't help it, man. Can't help rip on those people a little bit just because man, I still feel so bad for some of the people last time. Like they really didn't say anything too bad about the combo I picked. Some people were like, you know, they died and had to use some items. They weren't happy, I guess, but for the most part I didn't really catch any crap from it, but Reflecting sent it over too, saying I was 3 rooms down and I heard Twitch. Wow, dude, 3 rooms down, came running. Or Plexian, thank you very much for the 2, man. There are definitely times I wish I was there, man, right now, so we could watch that video without any fear of YouTube being buttholes. But yeah, just, you know, the event last year, just some people still dealing with nonsense from that. As if it was like a big deal if it wasn't something that was completable even. Like, it was, you know, if you weren't ready for the challenge, then it's just like any other challenge. You weren't ready for it. I think the last community boss rush aftermath drove Jade out of the community completely. Yeah, I think so. It drove Jade out of the community. Seeing like huge, long-lasting impacts on other people's YouTube channels, which takes away like motivation to keep making videos and stuff like that. If your videos don't get nearly as many views, and it's rough, man. It's rough. You streaming the boss rush tomorrow? I probably will. Yeah, we were just talking about that. I probably will. At some point. I don't know what time. I don't... Like, I have to do it around when my champions are on cooldown. Getting thing is just more important than anything else right now. So... I don't know if my champions... they'll be on cooldown quite yet when it first releases. Just thinking about, like, the timing of it. I'll probably... be running my 6 stars, maybe be running my 5 stars at that time. So, I'm sure somebody else will be streaming it right when it launches. I'm sure Seaton, maybe Legacy, I don't know, other people, Dave. Actually, wait, no, Dave, he's in New York right now, isn't he? I just realized he's on hosting duties this week. But yeah, I'll whenever my champions are on cooldown, I'll stream it. Oh man, I could technically have everything done by launch, right? By 10 a.m. My 5 stars, I'm gonna run them starting at midnight, and that means they'll be up at like 7 a.m. But the question is, will I be up at 7 a.m.? The answer is probably not. So yeah. Over 1,000 helps cleared. Go get him. Enzo, thank you very much, dude. The helps, they do help, especially with this maintenance pushing the 6 stars back. Maintenance pushed the 6 stars back just a little bit, and if enough people hit help, then I can still run the 6 stars 2 more times tomorrow, and then once, like, 30 minutes before the arena ends, which is like an extra 1.5 million points or something, so... it's kind of a big deal. So thank you very much, dude. Then Showdown stream yo, that's true. I don't want to stream during the Showdown stream, so yeah, we'll figure it out, man. I'll stream sometime tomorrow. Earlier streams are cool and everything, but a shirtless boss rush stream is what the community really wants. Wow. Shirtless boss rush stream. Ooh, these 6 stars, or the 5 stars, they're starting to come back already. Alright. Only one team so far, but hey, it's something. Actually, that's it for my 4 stars too. I can't. This is my only 440 remaining. Old cap here. The rest are 330s or lower. Alright, so while those 6 stars refresh a bit more, let's go hit the other arena. Nipple reveal isn't until 100k subs. I cannot confirm, nor will I deny anything about any such nipple revealings. How many 6 stars do you have, BG? I have 21. Yeah, 21. Who's competing in this next Summoner Showdown? We got Yeet, Brutal DLX, and Turbo Tim. And then, man, next week, dude, it's gone by pretty fast. Next week, going back there again, and I'm staying. I'm just gonna hide out actually in Marvel headquarters. I'm just gonna chill out right in their studio. It's a pretty big place they have, you know. I could find a corner somewhere. Kidology is word. Kidology? That's just a study of kids or something? Seems strange. I would say that's got to be something to throw me off. Kidology. Maybe it's something like the study of not kids themselves, but like the behavior or psychology of kids, and maybe how some adults act like kids, like myself. I'm gonna be a kid forever. I don't care, man. I'm gonna play video games till the day I die. I guess I don't have any other example. which I guess playing video games, I guess that used to be a kid thing. Actually, was it ever even a kid thing, man? Even when games first came out. Right? Like way back in the day, those consoles were way too expensive for any kids to have. So it's always been kind of an adultish thing. You know what? I am an adult. I play video games. Boiler Room Brian sleeping in the basement of Marvel HQ. When you do this, please stream it. Oh my god. Can you imagine? They would not be happy. You could probably bribe someone with food to turn an eye. Oh, maybe. Like your 5-star Mysterio. Thank you. While you're waiting for the cooldown, 1v1 Seaton's top champ with a max 3-star. Right now, you're saying? I couldn't do that. You know Seaton's top champion? It's impossible to take him down with a 3-star. You have to use a 2-star. It's the only way. Get out of here with your auto block, your parry, BS. Who puts Infinity Man in the arena, damn it? Has something to do with kidding, not with kids. Oh, well, I shouldn't read that. Is that what the actual definition is? Well, I guess that was my actual guess though. Was like the study of childlike behaviors, not necessarily in that of kids, but maybe someone who like did you guys parents ever say this to you, or any adults for that matter in school or something like that? Act your age, not your shoe size. It's for people who act their shoe size instead of their age. That's the definition. Bring Josh or Ryan a mustard bagel and tell me their rightfully indignant reaction. Oh my god. They probably wouldn't be. Maybe they would. Hey, maybe they would like it. You're an adult who also enjoys stomping kids. Mike, the study of stomping kids? Yeah, the study of stomping kids. All right, kidology, noun, the art or practice of bluffing or deception. Oh my god. Kidology was a kidology. You giving that word. Damn it. So I can tweet that at them and see response? No. No, please don't. Oh, man. I don't want to have that conversation next time I'm there. Alright, anyway. I guess all my 5 stars, they are pretty much coming up right now. I guess, man, people hitting help. It really did help. We can stay in this arena. Sweet. So help me get to bed a little bit faster tonight. Any tips to getting 5-star champions fast? Well, yes and no. First thing I got to tell you is that fast, that's not what this game's about. This game is about spending every waking moment of your life playing the game just to get a single 5-star. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but it really is like a game of patience where you don't really get things fast in this game. And especially if you're newer to the game, you got to build up. You gotta get your, you got to get a decent amount of 4 stars, and before that, you're going to be getting lots of 2 or 3 stars and everything too. So yeah, the game it's a game of patience to get your first 5-star, but there are some things that can help at least. One is never ever ever sell any of your champions, because the more you duplicate your champions, or I should say the more champions that you have, the more likely that when you open up your crystals, you're going to duplicate a champion, and whenever you duplicate a champion, you get shards of the next higher star type. So you duplicate a 4-star champion out of a crystal, and you get yourself 275 5-star shards. And of course, like all that stuff, it just builds on top of itself, where early on you're not going to be duplicating a lot of champions, but eventually you will, and you get a lot of shards that way. There's 5-star shards through the calendars. Actually, the calendar that we have right now has enough to open up a full 5-star. Early on, that's going to be one of the best ways to get shards. It's just the free ones they give out. Just generally playing the game, shards, shards, they're pretty much everywhere. The only place that they're not really existent in is Alliance Quest, but playing Alliance Quest will give you the rank of materials to play the other areas of the game to continue getting shards. So the monthly event quest, the story quest, Arena is a great source of any type of shard, really. The premium hero crystals, I think, are pretty undervalued as a new player. You might look at a premium hero crystal and look at the odds of getting a 4-star out of them and think that's pretty low. But if you play Arena, especially as you build up your roster and you're able to get the points faster and easier, a lot of 4-stars come out of the premium hero crystals, and that will give you, like I said, that eventually will lead to dupes and giving you 5-stars and that type of thing. So yeah, they come from all over. It's just a matter of being patient. Also, you don't really need 5-stars for a very long time in this game. 4 stars will be just fine. Just focus on ranking up powerful 4-stars. Wow, look at that rank 5 Phoenix gameplay. Yeah, she's amazing. Yo BG Ziski, what's going on, man? Watch your latest mega 5-star opening. Congrats! And just finished a blue raspberry Slurpee. Ooh. Oh, that's a great flavor of Slurpee, man. Your Slurpee favorite? Cherry, cola, blue, pina colada, or other? Dude, blue raspberry is really good. I don't think it's my favorite, but it's up there. Okay, so you're talking to a Slurpee connoisseur here, and maybe an ex-Slurpee connoisseur, because I don't really get Slurpees so much these days. But I used to get them I used to get the largest Slurpee possible, the 40 ounce, twice a day, and sometimes I'd bump that up, grab the double big gulp, which I think is like 64 ounces, and use that until they started yelling at me for it. So I used to eat a lot of Slurpee in my day. And I will say, some of the best flavors that I've ever had, I think maybe the best one was, it was called Mandarin Tangerine. It's Mandarin, right? But I think maybe they were going for the rhyme there, so I'm gonna say it that way. Mandarin Tangerine. It was really good. Just a strong, orangey flavor or whatever. It's delicious. That might have been my favorite of all time. There was one called Frog, and I don't know if this one was really the best, but it was good. It was one of those flavors where it starts out being really good, and then by the time you're finished with it, you're kind of sick of the flavor of it a little bit. But it was just called Frog, and I don't know what the hell flavor it was supposed to be. It was green, and it was like, I guess to be considered something similar to like green apple, but dude, I don't know. It wasn't exactly green apple. It was Frog. It was strange. That was pretty good. I like the standards, the Cokes, the cherries. Blue raspberry is definitely up there, like I said. They're all good, man. They're all good. Grape, actually. So, you know what? Sometimes you gotta mix them. So when I was a kid, I always mixed my Slurpee, and I was like, why would you never? Why would you do anything but mix Slurpee? You get all the different. You get all the different flavors if you mix them. Duh. So I always used to mix my Slurpees, and then in my young teenage years, I realized, like, hey, sometimes mixing the Slurpee is not the way to go. Sometimes they kind of cover up the flavor of one another, and you're just drinking some cold, sugary drink that, yeah, you're still drinking it because it's cold and sugary, but it's kind of better to not mix them sometimes. Unless you're careful, unless you're a scientist about it, unless you take the time to understand which flavors can be mixed and which flavors cannot. And I will say that grape and cherry go together very nicely. So yeah, if you ever find yourself inside of a 7-Eleven that has both grape and cherry, I highly recommend mixing them, giving that a whirl. Has to have the right balance. If I'm being honest, I don't remember exactly what balance I found to be best. But yeah, a nice cherry grape. ABG was just wondering who you feel is more worth using a generic Awakening Gem on, Void or Omega Red. I think it depends mostly on your mastery setup and what you prefer to run based on the other champions that you're also using. If you're a fan of the Suicide Masteries because you're also using champions like Ghost or Corvus, then Omega Red by far. And if you do not run the Suicides, then Void by far. They're both amazing though, and it really depends on the fights that you're going up against. I use both champions. Like, my typical war is I'm bringing both of those champions. And I'm running Suicides, so I can only use Void for like a fight or two, or sometimes I have to switch off the Suicides. But yeah, it's mostly dependent on that. And I would say, since running Suicides is technically better than not running Suicides, just in terms of the speed that you can do, that you can play the entire game in, not necessarily for like one individual quest. For one individual quest, you could go either way. Suicides or no Suicides could be better, just it all depends. But overall, playing this game, a lot of the top players are running Suicides these days, and I would argue even before they added some very Suicide-friendly champions, that running with Suicides was pretty much always the way to go. They're just too strong, man. Like, anyone who's ever played any amount of Arena with and without Suicides knows what I'm talking about. It's just nice. I mean, I guess maybe I shouldn't even say that though, because depending on what you're focused on, I know some people don't play arena, and for some areas of the game, yeah, suicides, they're not really advisable and all that, and it's not always better to have suicides, but I still just kind of hate the game without suicides. They're too good. Yeah, yeah. I agree. I wish there was a way. I really thought that Kabam was onto something when they released Cole. Releasing a champion that looked like they would not be good with suicides. And he's really not good with suicides. I thought they were onto something with that. Hopefully kind of swinging things back, maybe in favor of there being more balance in the player base of people running suicides and people not running suicides. Like, there's still a lot of people that don't run suicides. If you look at, like, every bracket and average them out and stuff like that, I bet there'd be a ton more people that just don't even have the suicide masteries unlocked, let alone run them, versus the people that do run them. But if we're talking about, like, narrowing that focus in on like more of like the top or most experienced players that not necessarily have to be in like a master's bracket or anything like that. Just the more you play this game, the more people will eventually lead to suicides, I feel. And it would be better if there was I liked it better when there was a better balance between the two. It felt more interesting. And now it's like, you know, if a champion comes out in the arena and they're not suicide friendly, like generally most people just don't even care. Or the level of care is way down, I should say. Because I guess people still do care, but it was more interesting when things were more balanced. Lags, what's up, dude? 1 week from today? Yeah, man. See you in New York. 7 days. Serious question. Given the average monthly growth rate of your channel, when do you expect to hit 100k subscribers? Any surprise in the works? Well, if I told you there was a surprise in the works, then it wouldn't be a surprise anymore. Now, would it? I don't know. I never really look at that stuff. It's funny, man. Like so there's a graph. They have a graph like right on your, what's it called, like Creator Studio or something like that in YouTube, like the place you go to upload videos, and you can check in on your other videos and stuff like that. Like the front page of that, your dashboard, I think it's called, actually. The front page of that in YouTube, it has like a graph, and it shows you your day-to-day growth and if it's up or down and stuff like that. And when I'm uploading videos on a somewhat regular basis, whether it's like every day, every other day, something like that, then I usually gain about 100 subscribers a day. And when I'm not uploading videos, it's like, yeah, 10 maybe. I think there was some days where I didn't gain any, or maybe even lost some. I don't know. So yeah, because there's been a little bit of a content drought on my channel here. It'll take a while to get to 100k. I'm gonna fix that. I've been working on fixing that. You guys just haven't seen it yet, but there are plenty of videos to come. But I'm also in no rush. I'm fine with whatever number. I learned a long time ago to stop looking at the number. It's something that'll drive you crazy, man. Like I said, because there's that chart right there. YouTube, they know what they're doing, man. Like, not only, of course, does somebody who makes videos, of course, they want to know that stuff. They want to know if their channels, you know, they just want that view of their channel and how it's doing, right? But I think it's also something that YouTube does to get people to make more videos, because the more videos people make, the more people come to YouTube, and that's all YouTube wants, right? They just want people watching videos on their platform. So I think it can lead to burnout, though, in a pretty big way. Because again, it's directly proportional to the amount of videos that you make. Like, not even just if I make a video a day, it's like, okay, if I make 2 videos a day, I'll see even more numbers of subscribers, and like, you know, it can just lead to burnout, or in some cases lead to lower quality videos, just because you're kind of like rushing to put something out. Let's say you have a let's say there's a piece of news about the game that just comes out, right? Like, you want to upload a video on it to keep seeing all the views in your channel and additional subscribers and all that stuff. So maybe you don't have as informed of an opinion on it. Maybe I used to do this all the time, man. I would just try to like skim the post and get the most important things out of it, and ended up missing things and like not fully understanding things. So yeah, it could lower the quality of content and lead to burnout and all that stuff. So a long time ago, probably like pretty soon after I hit 10,000 subscribers, because I did have a pretty big goal of 10,000 subscribers for one of the holidays. I wanted that. After that, though, I really just don't care about the numbers. Like, I appreciate every person on an individual level who is subscribed to the channel. And I'm very appreciative of that. But it really is more on that individual level. When looking at the number as a whole, like, I just don't look at it. Your website will probably crash at the amount of traffic may hit it when get it up. Well, I don't know about that, Star. We'll see. We'll have to see, I guess. Wait, you're telling me there used to be content on this channel? Yeah, at one point in time. Once the website is done, I'll be sending subscribers over in droves. Droves, yeah. Still don't run suicides regularly. No Ghost, no Omega. Corvus not ranked yet, and I use Void in War. Yeah, well, there you go. Without those champs, suicides, not very fun. Scene said he's going to release a website just to make you look like a bigger dingus. Wow. Damn you, Seaton. Did you get sponsor badge for 2-year? People said yet. Maybe. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. We'll have to see. How much more do you like those of us that clicked the thumbs up button? Hey, I appreciate those too. But even that, I never really look at. Like, I do appreciate when people hit the thumbs up. It does help. But that's the reason why I don't like call it out ever, unless somebody else is calling it out. If people hit the thumbs up, that's cool. If not, that's all right. I'm not too concerned, because I really don't look at the numbers. Like, if I looked at the numbers, dude, I'd be begging for it. Please, I beg of you, hit the thumbs. Please, I need this. Totally feel you on chasing numbers and the burnout and rushing to make content, react to new content. But it is still your take on it, which is how I try to look at it from a motivational POV. Yeah. Yeah, like, it's... I guess, I'm not even necessarily saying it's a bad thing, because you at the end of the day, you're giving people what they want, like, it's so like I don't even mean it in like a bad way. I guess it just like all depends. It's the nice thing about YouTube is you kind of get to do whatever you want, And there are just some things that I don't know if I really want. Like, like, you know, there are things that I fell into because it just made sense of, it just made sense to do. Like, I don't know. Certain things, like, yeah, everyone asking how I felt about something, and I see the numbers going up, and hey, you see something that's working, and you're like, okay, I'll keep doing this. But if I could, I had a list. And this was, I probably still have it saved on one of my old drives somewhere. I had like very clear goals set out. Oh wait, I just understood what Star said too. You have a powerful voice, BG. With great power comes great ... And Star said flatulence. Wow. Anyway, I had what's it called? So I had a list set out of like goals of what I wanted to accomplish and stuff, and it was all around like I just want to learn how to program so that I could eventually move on to make my own game, and that was like every goal was kind of geared towards that. There were never really goals of like, oh, I want to hit this amount of subscribers or views or anything like that. And I did have like content goals, of course, because in order for something to be successful, you gotta have good content, right? So good content for the site, good content on YouTube to drive people to the site. I had all goals and stuff like that, but one of the things that I had written down very clearly was to just not even give an opinion on anything related to the game, which I messed up. I messed up a long time ago. Pretty early on, I would say, maybe like 3 months in. I couldn't resist, man. I just couldn't keep my mouth shut. But like, dude, Mvincible, seriously, like that was what I wanted. That is what I wanted. I wanted a channel that was just high quality content. The dude, his videos are awesome. He doesn't make as many videos as other people do. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he's not, I don't even think he's like full-time YouTube. I'm pretty sure he has another job. I don't know. I'm gonna talk to him about it at Comic-Con. But anyway, that's what I wanted. I wanted his style of channel. It would have been in my own. Well, it would have been like in my own style, of course. And he doesn't talk in any of his videos. I always plan on like talking from the start and stuff like that. But I just wanted like to be that ultimate resource that people can turn to, and didn't want to give any opinion just because I wanted to let people just think for themselves, really. Let people think for themselves, have their own thoughts, their own views, without any influence from me, and just be a resource. You know, just be that place people can go to learn about champions or masteries or whatever. And it was very clearly written down. Just never give an opinion. Never give an opinion. I don't want to deal with any of the drama that comes from it or any of that. But then the day I broke that, I still remember the day I messed up, man. It was when they nerfed perfect block or block proficiency. You were able to stack 100% block proficiency at one point in this game, which means anytime you were blocking, which is just holding your thumb on the left side of the screen. That's all blocking is in this game. Anytime you're blocking, you take 0 damage. And I thought it was the dumbest thing ever. And kabam, they decided to change it. And I was like, holy crap. First off, I didn't even know that this company was capable of doing that. Like, I thought like nothing of kabam at the time. I was like, you know, it's just some garbage company making some, you know, pretty looking mobile game that doesn't have a crazy amount of depth to it or anything. But hey, it looks nice and it's pretty fun to play, and that's kind of all I took it for. But I was always this person that played these online games that had balance updates and stuff like that, you know. And some of those balance updates were always the most exciting times for me. Man, when there were patches, like Diablo 2 didn't see that many patches compared to some of the newer games, but for its time, like that was the first game that I saw these updates, and it just blew me away. Like what I got this game, and it's like they're still developing it. Holy crap, this is incredible. So when I saw Kabam do that, and they removed that ability, and it opened the game up, and people were crying. People were so mad. People were, you know, I mean the usual boycotts and threatening Kabam and all the same stuff, right? And I was just like, what? This is the greatest thing. Like the game was like I had finally gotten to that point where I could have 100% perfect block proficiency, and the game just was so stupid. It was boring. And they were removing that, and I was so happy, and I just couldn't keep my mouth shut about it. After seeing like nobody said anything good about it, I'm just like, what are you guys talking about? This is amazing. And of course, I got a lot of hate for that, and well, from there, yeah, I gave my opinion on lots of other things, but if I can go back in time, I would have just kept my mouth shut. Now, once I started streaming, I also had no plans of streaming. Once I started streaming, there's no way to hold back your opinion. Somebody asks you about it, I'm not going to be like, nope, no, I'm not giving my opinion. I'm not going to do that. What's the point of the stream at that point, you know? But I had no plans of streaming early on. I didn't think streaming this game would be good at all. I thought this was going to be the dumbest game to stream. But, so yeah, that was also a thing on my list, is like, okay, I want to stream, like, Realm of Legends. That was really, like, the only stream thing, whatever. Wish never said you wanted Scarlet Witch nerf? Not really. No, I don't mind saying that I wanted Scarlet Witch nerfed. Although, I do try to refrain from saying any other champion I want nerfed, but I'm sure you guys, I'm sure at times you guys can see through this stone cold face of nerf them all, man. Nerf them all. Screw it. Nerf them all. Hitting a wall in the grind. 4s are off cooldown arena, but I just have to take a sanity break. Yeah, dude. No, there are times where I can't run my champions either, man. Take that sanity break. We wanted high quality content too, but fortunately we got your brand of whatever it is you do instead. Yeah. There's a lot of things I wanted, guys. It turns out this stuff is actually not always that easy. I thought it'd be so easy, like, oh yeah, I'll just learn how to make a website and then I'll just have all this information on it, and it won't take that long to do. While making videos, while doing all this other stuff. Oh, easy. It'll be easy. It ain't that easy, man. Fell asleep. Is BG still answering my question about when he will hit 100k subs? Zisky, kind of. Hi, BG. Is it a good idea to rank 5 my 6-star Domino? Rank 5 your 6-star Domino? What? I'm guessing 5-star. I have nothing else worth. Rank 5 Star-Lord and Angela are rank 4. Just pulled Mephisto, but he's rank 1 at the moment. Yeah, Domino's a good rank up. Yeah. Take her all the way up. She's strong, man. She's very strong. Oh, what a surprise. BG wants everything nerfed. Yeah. Nerf man gonna be busy. Of course you want everyone nerfed, man. You play with one hand in your sleep. Well, I do that, but some champions you don't even need your hands. And that's the champion I'm going for in the arena right now. I don't want to have to use a hand anymore. I want to play with 0 hands. In case it... I'm talking about Thing. If you guys aren't familiar with Dreamin's channel, Apparently one time he was playing with Thing, and he literally just put his phone down for like 20 seconds because he was so tanky. I don't necessarily regret things though. Like if I, because I was kind of saying like, yeah, if I could go back in time, I would have just been more like Invincible's channel. Like that was the original like goal of things. But I don't really regret anything. It's all a learning process, man. That's all life really is. You know. Go through different situations, learn from them. ABG took my Scarlet Witch to rank 5, and now she's tearing apart Alliance War. Nice, man. Yeah, Scarlet Witch still pretty strong. Also, I should say, just to clarify, I do like when certain things that are out of hand get nerfed, but I don't think that everything actually should be nerfed. Cole, since he's like recent in the news here, I didn't think that he needed a nerf or anything like that. That one's still kind of funny, and I'm still hoping that Kabam doesn't. That's not just a nerf, and that's Kabam gonna be rebalancing the champion, maybe giving him some more survivability if they're gonna be toning his damage, that sort of thing. Also, I'm not a fan of when Kabam nerfs things to the ground. I mean, that might even be a little bit of exaggeration, but for example, Doctor Strange, I felt like he got done dirty, man. Like he didn't need to be hit that hard with the nerf bat. Doctor Strange wasn't even a champion that I was like thinking needed to be nerfed at the time. I can kind of understand that maybe his healing shouldn't totally scale with like his damage or something like that, and if they made a tweak there, I'd be like, okay, it's understandable. But yeah, there's a bunch of champions that got hit way too hard, and that's something that I never want to see. I like balance updates because I do feel like they make the game better overall, but when done correctly. BG, which defender has killed you most, and why is it the Hulk? Oh, man. In Alliance War, I don't know if I've ever died to Hulk. In Arena, I die to Hulk all the time. Hello? Pineapple? We good? I think we're back. You just died to Hulk? Alright, there's a pineapple. Alright. So, yeah, stream's back. I don't know what happened. That was on my end. It wasn't on YouTube. OBS, it dropped frames for a second there. But seemed to be back. Maybe somebody was trying to take me down for saying nerf everything. And then they heard me go, wait, not Cole. And then they let the stream continue. I don't know. Anyway, the question I was looking at before the stream crash was, BG, you didn't see the 4-star Cole takedown of Act 5.4.6 Ultron boss in under 22 seconds. Was that during his bugged time, or was that without being bugged? If that was without being bugged, then, well, holy crap, that's super fast. But I can't even... 22 seconds? I can't even imagine that. As a 4-star, without the bug? If that's legit, then maybe his damage did need to be lowered. I don't know. But I feel like that was like a bug speed. Even when what's it called? Even when a champion can dish out crazy amounts of damage like that, if they had to go through multiple fights to ramp up, and if they don't have a lot of other utility like immunities and stuff like that, and they have low survivability with their block proficiency and everything, I think it's alright for a champion to deal crazy damage. There is a limit. There is certainly a limit to what like acceptable crazy damage is versus just, no, too ridiculous.
And I don't know exactly where that line falls. It's, you know. By the way, guys, you might have to update the resolution on stream if the stream's looking all fuzzy. You might have to update it. Sometimes YouTube. Oh wait, Abdo's saying it says you're in 1080p, but you've been fuzzy all night. Are you still with Comcast? F it, blame them anyway. I am with Comcast. Has the stream been fuzzy all night? Anyway, you might have to update the stream resolution. After a crash, sometimes the default's the lowest. Doesn't mean I might see you playing Diablo 2 Lord of Destruction on a separate channel. As much as I love that game, please don't play this game on this channel because it will hurt your channel. There's not going to be any other games played on this channel. Technically, at the end of a stream one time, I played Magicka, but that was like my first time playing it, and the only reason I played that game was because I wanted to do a little bit of a stream with a buddy of mine, and I wasn't gonna like set up a whole new chat. We were only gonna play for like 30 minutes at the end of a stream. It didn't really work out anyway because I didn't know how to play that game. We wanted to stream a different game, and we'd like, I don't know, that was just like a backup when we couldn't get the multiplayer to work in Risk of Rain is what we wanted to play. That's like the one time I've ever streamed anything other than, or had anything on this channel other than MCOC. I have no intention to put anything on this channel other than MCOC. There's no, what's it called? No sponsored content, no any other games, nothing. The 22-second kill vid was made in July 23rd. No idea if Cole was still bugged then or not. I don't know myself, but that sounds like about the right time for when it might be bugged. I saw you play Diablo for a few seconds one time. Oh, did I? Wait. Did I have Diablo? I think I had Diablo open, but I don't think I actually... Wait, did I actually play it on stream? If I did, it might have only been for like a minute, right? I don't know. Okay, if we're getting real technical here, I also played Neopets one time on stream when the game was down or something like that. If the game goes down, or if I just like wanted to flash something on screen in a different game, I might do that, but I would never like actually make content. Oh yeah, here we go. MCOC went down and you played for less than a minute. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Was your D2 character name also Brian Grant? No. Play Neopets again. Dude, Neopets has a special place in my heart, alright? You played Pictionary with Seaton once? That's true. We did do that too, yeah. You going for the thing, dupe? Lags. Yeah, I am, dude. Yup. I had a lot of Diablo 2 characters, man. That game is all about making tons of characters. None of them were named Brian Grant. I didn't use my real name at all back then, which is why I pretty much exclusively use my real name now. Well, not for like characters that I'm making, but like for account names and stuff like that. I don't know, man. I got tired of using different names. And if my name is available, I'm going to take it. But I also have a somewhat common name. So the name is often taken in like, you know, like Twitch. I can't have like twitch.tv/Brian Grant. That's taken. I should have known, man. I should have known. I should have seen it coming that Twitch was going to be as big a thing as it was. I was always part of Twitch, always watching from day one, from before day one. I was there during the Justin TV days or whatever. I streamed a couple of times myself. But yeah, I don't think at the time I don't think I was using my real name yet, and I think it took me a while to actually make a Twitch account because I was always a lurker. In most streams, I am nothing but a lurker. I never say a single word. For the MCOC streams, I talk a little bit more. Especially these days, compared to like a year ago or something, I almost never talked. And then, what's it called? For other streams, like, man, I don't even know the last thing I typed on Twitch. For what game it was or what I was watching. I don't watch a ton. Actually, I don't watch a ton of Twitch as much as I used to. I used to watch Twitch all the time for various games. I was playing Hearthstone. Sometimes I'd have Hearthstone stream running. Diablo, when I played Diablo, I always had someone else's Diablo stream running in the background. Or on a second monitor, I should say. But these days, I hardly ever have it going. BG, we're very much alike in that matter. I lurk in everything. Lurking's good, man. I mean, most people do it. To be honest, like if we look at how many people even typed a single message in chat during this stream, we maybe would hit 100 people. And right now there's 400 people in here, so there's a good portion of lurkers out there, man. So you can't take it for granted you'll get your name. Boo. Horrible. Boo. What's up, Celez? BG, I didn't create a YouTube account for years. Thought it was pointless. I could still watch whatever, but yeah, that's why I've watched you for years without the sub. Yeah, man, I understand. I'm the exact same way. There's a lot of channels. It's weird, man. There's actually a lot of channels that I watch that I'm not even subscribed to. The MCOC channels, I generally try to subscribe just to, you know, support my my fellow MCOC content creators out there. But there are certain channels that I watch, maybe not on a daily basis, but a pretty good amount of their videos, and I'm just not subscribed. The Scotty Kramer is a channel that, like, actually this is a unique example. So he's a BMX rider, used to be pro BMX rider. I guess technically still is, but he went through a very serious injury, and you know, now can't do all the crazy things he used to be able to do on a bike. And I used to be subscribed to that channel. I used to watch every day because, I mean, the dude's also from New Jersey, and he'd be riding around in, like, New Jersey skate parks and stuff like that. I didn't really know any of them. I knew, like, one or two of them that he's ever been to out of, like, the dozens that he's been to. But anyway, I just really enjoyed watching that channel. But I unsubscribed, even though I still watch the videos sometimes, only because I didn't want to watch people get hurt anymore. And like, I don't know, like, I really like the people in that channel, and of course you're a BMX channel, man. People are gonna get hurt. People trying tricks, breaking bones occasionally, and all the stuff. And then that injury where, yeah, man, like, pretty much, like, paralyzed them for a period of time and all that, man. Like, I just didn't want to, I just couldn't watch it, even though I freaking love BMX, man. I still wanted to get into BMX. like I wasn't even that hardcore into it as a kid, but there was just always something about just being on a bike, man. Just feels good. And I couldn't really do any tricks. You know, some very minor stuff, some of the real basic stuff, but it's something that I always wanted to, like, get better at. I think I was just too scared myself. Still watch Riker today. So I actually watched Riker a little bit. I don't think I was ever subscribed to his channel. When back during the when I was playing Diablo 3, I don't know if I really liked his content so much. But I actually do watch his new. I've been watching his news updates for a while. Because he's always maintained, like, pretty good coverage of Diablo. that I find interesting. Like when they were hiring for future Diablo projects, just hearing that kind of thing. Leading up to Comic-Con, I always respected his thoughts about like if they were going to announce Diablo 4 and stuff. And he was always pretty spot on about that stuff. It's funny, like, credit to YouTube on this one. I've never once been subscribed to his channel, but I guess they've seen me watch his news videos on a regular enough basis that whenever they come out, YouTube, like, they push that. Some people blame Riker for the negative reaction to Diablo Immortal. Really? I can't even imagine that being man, there was never going to be a positive reaction to Diablo Immortal. There's no way. there's no way that would there's no way Diablo Immortal could have had any kind of positive reaction, I feel. But that's interesting. I never heard that. But yeah, I actually do watch his news. I usually skip. I like that he has the timestamps, and I usually just skip to like the Diablo section. It's interesting that you like him because he does a lot of speculation and he hypes the community up, which sometimes backfires. Interesting. I didn't know. I'm not really involved with anything in the Diablo community, so I didn't even know that people had that type of view on his videos. Well, like I said, I do watch those videos just to have some kind of, just so that I'm in the loop in some way about Diablo stuff. But back like during the Diablo 3 days, I didn't watch like anything of his. It was something about his voice that felt like very fake. I don't know. Like oh man, I kind of hate even saying this stuff right now because I don't like to talk negatively about anyone really. But I did get that vibe of like you're putting on like if somebody tries to have like that radio voice and it felt like he was doing it, like, because the way he talks was like, hey, this is Riker. It's just like, what? Just say your name, like, hey, it's Riker, or something like that. But it was very, very weird. It's very off-putting. But yeah, I mean, I do skip to the Diablo section just to stay in the loop about things. But anyway, let me stop. Because I always think, man, like there's no way that guy is watching this channel. He doesn't give a damn about MCOC or anything like that, right? But even still, man, I just hate putting out like negative stuff. Even if I feel like it's not going to really have any effect on anybody. But anyway. The negative Diablo Immortal reaction started the second half of the announcement. Yeah, but I guess it was based off of some of that hype, but whatever. Either way, man, I'm kind of excited to hear about Diablo. I think they're going to announce Diablo 4 this year. I always watch BlizzCon. BlizzCon is amazing. Well, there's been a couple of duds, but generally I'm pretty hyped for BlizzCon. And I'm excited to see if they announce Diablo 4. That said, man, I don't even know how into Diablo 4 I would be. It would have to be drastically different than Diablo 3. Because I really did not like Diablo 3. And I played Diablo 3 a lot. I played it a lot, but it lost so much of what Diablo 2 had. What made it special. It just felt like a shell of a game, man. Soulless. Dear Brian, long-time amphibious land crab that wears unnecessary slacks. Full-time free sofa that was left outside of Donnie's house that just yearns for a warm body. Question, favorite D2 class? Oh, it's the Sorceress. Duh. How could it not be the Sorceress? Even though some people claim they may like the Amazon more. Is that you, possibly? Pancho Sanchez? Liking the Amazon? I like them all, though, man. They're all good. Least favorite? Probably... it's probably Assassin, even though I like the Assassin, too. Alright, anyway. We don't need to talk about it. But yeah, Pancho Sanchez, thank you very much for your question. You're doing the boss rush tomorrow. I'm excited to see you try my fight. Lags, dude, I'm excited to try it too, man. I'm excited to see what you picked. Yeah, I'm gonna stream it at some point, man. I gotta focus on the grind, so I'm gonna stream it when my champions are on cooldown, and then I also don't want to stream the same time as the Summoner Showdown because I want to watch that. So I don't know, man. I'll find a time somewhere in there that works. But all right. Anyway, guys, I'm out of here for the night. Derek and Angelo, thank you both for being the big D's of the night. And thank you to everyone else that sent over a little something as well. It is always appreciated, guys. And yeah, man, boss rush tomorrow, Summoner Showdown tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be a good day, man. All right, see you guys then. Good night, everybody.